Good morning, y'all. Welcome to the very first game of Heartland 2026 for Valorant. Today, we got myself, Groovehouse, or Garrett Greathouse, and my co-host.
I'm Pepper, aka Will.
And today, we'll be streaming our very first game of Heartland 2026. KSU Junior Varsity versus Pratt. We don't know much about Pratt, unfortunately. But honestly, I think this first game is going to be a very interesting tell on how this tournament's going to go, especially for a JV team here.
Yeah, I agree. This should be a pretty exciting match going underway. Like you said, we don't really know much about Pratt, but they're definitely going to display it in this best of one, hopefully, to see what we're going to have in store for the rest of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. We can only hope for the best here, but it's going to be a good time. So, game's about to be starting here in just a second.
First game of the day, let's go.
Absolutely. So, we'll be getting our team selection here currently.
Starting on Breeze, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, so we got Pratt lining up with the Neon, Sova, Viper, Astra, and Jet. Interesting double duelist comp here. And double controller, no Sentinel.
No Sentinel on Breeze. I haven't played much Breeze this act ever since it came out, but I could definitely see double controller working for sure, with the Viper having control of mid all the time and Asher with the global smokes. I don't mind not having Sentinel here as Pratt.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see. But since they're starting on defense, I think they're going to be able to hold down on their sites very, very well with that double controller setup.
For sure. And as we all know right now, Neon just dominating the scene, so it's going to be interesting seeing how she works on an open map like Breeze.
Yeah, absolutely. And on the JV side, it looks like we're having the Chamber, Astra, Viper, Gecko, and Jet.
Ooh.
So get kind of a bit of a classic comp there, but also same controllers as Pratt here.
Yep, same exact controllers. I feel like these are the perfect picks for Breeze. Gecko as a solo initiator seems a bit risky for JV. Honestly, I feel like you just need a Sova on this map.
Yeah, that lack of info is going to be quite rough. Oh,
we got
speak of the devil. Yeah.
All right.
As we were speaking about it, it seemed our JV team latched onto that and decided to go with the info initiator over the Gecko.
A little pump fake for the casters, but here we are underway.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting game already.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see how Pratt's going to pull out this no Sentinel comp.
Yeah, they're going to have to be really cognizant about keeping space and making sure that all of their holes are filled, and make sure that there's just no holes in the defenses whatsoever. So, this is going to be exciting. All right. So, it looks like Pratt are opting for a 2-1-2 setup with the Astra just holding mid. And we have our JV team looking like they want to start some kind of a default here. Maybe just taking initial space mid and just feeling out how Pratt are going to play this defense.
Yeah, we got the Jet on Pratt already watching mid, getting a pick on Inferno Justin.
That is
off rip.
Crazy.
That is a insane pick off ready. So Pratt already has the advantage. Getting a little more info here.
Getting some more action mid. Our JV team getting the trades. It is now a 2v3. Saturdays and Percival walking back out through mid. Are they going to catch Viper on the flank? Gets the trade and gets traded right back. Pratt take round one.
Yeah, JV just kind of got pinched there in that corridor fitting into A. Unfortunate, but that early pick just you could tell it just kind of unsettled them there.
What an electrifying start by Pratt.
Absolutely.
And I'm almost positive that he is not the only shooter on the team this chat. Oh, we're updrafting.
Interesting play by the Jet on Pratt. Looks like we're gonna be JV's gonna be doing a bit of a split move in between A and mid.
Yep, just taking a mid again.
JV trying to get that info, but already taken 2 off JV in mid.
TKM, man, he is dialed.
Inferno is alone.
Huge shock dart. TKM gonna be pushed back a little bit by that shock dart.
Yeah, Inferno's already getting pinched in there. Not much room for Justin to move, but
wow, and Pratt just suffocates. But we have to keep in mind that that was just our save round, so not too surprising. You know, getting 1 there is honestly as good as we can get for most rounds. So let's see how we're gonna play this official gun round.
Yeah, with that double duelist setup on Pratt, they are really able to take control of mid here, which is on Breeze. Honestly, one of the most important parts of this entire map.
Absolutely. Especially when you have Neon, he can just be on one side of the map in like seconds. So the rotates are very fast.
Absolutely. JV here, looking to be going towards B. However, getting caught off guard by Frozen, but Ayla is able to make the trade.
Let's see if JV continue to work mid. It looks like they're gonna leave
Need that back.
Inferno towards B. Oh, we're just grabbing the orb, making some noise. And we're spreading back out, looking like we're trying to take some space mid here. Oh, get spotted by the jump spot.
Yeah, but our Percival here is also able to hear that they were that there's some up there in mid too. So info goes both ways. Oh, ooh, Percival getting caught off guard from A. Unfortunate. That Jet getting yet another kill.
The value on this outlaw is just tremendous by TKM. Holding down A here.
Yeah, it's looking like JV wants to go A here, but I think they're going to have to force a B push here.
I can definitely feel the tension on JV right now. They just have nowhere to go.
30
they have to
seconds
clear
left.
everything. 30 seconds left. Justin's in a good, or Inferno's in a good spot here. You know, he has some good timing, but it seems like Pratt may be a little aware. Inferno!
Oh! Connection issues!
Error, no.
Oh no!
1 enemy remaining.
Can Ghost at least get 1 and get the bomb down?
10 seconds left.
Oh,
no.
Unfortunate. That is really rough to see here.
It looks, I'm assuming they have to call a timeout here. Tech pause, yeah.
Yeah, looks like we're going to get a good tech pause here.
What a horrible time to get disconnected. Oh,
crucial moment too. At first I was questioning, I was like, well, what's he doing? He sees the person, but
I was like, Inferno, you cannot be this dialed. You just don't see the Asher there, but he just gets taken out. So it seems like he's back.
Yeah. Don't know what happened there. May have been just a blip on the radar and on the connection here, but
yeah,
unfortunate timing.
Hopefully, Inferno's day just goes up from here, because being the only player to disconnect is oh, and we're gone again.
Interesting.
This may just be like a PC issue. I'm not sure what's going on here, but
yeah, we'll definitely be seeing what's happening here. Hopefully soon, but
hopefully.
Yeah, it might be a PC issue if he's disconnecting that quickly, which might be a little bit of a longer a bit of a longer problem.
Okay, it looks like he's reconnecting as of now. Hopefully, we're not going to have a super long tech pause for the first game of the day. I guess in the meantime, we should look at the scoreboard and see how everyone's doing.
Absolutely.
So, everyone on Pratt seems to be putting in an equal amount of work. You have TKM getting those opening picks early and getting that value with the Outlaw. And then Ariev and Frozen have just been involved in every gunfight and just getting all those picks. And on the side of JV, you know, we're having a bit of a slow start, but, you know, first game of the day, you know, just getting a feel for how the opponents are playing. You know, you don't judge teams on how they start, but it's about how they finish. So definitely have lots of time to come back here and make a run.
Absolutely. Yeah, still plenty of time for JV to try to make a bit of a comeback, but they're definitely going to be hurting from these first 3 rounds lost. But it'll be interesting to see what strategies JV tries to pull back with.
So how do you feel about the new breeze, by the way?
It's very interesting.
I agree.
Yeah, compared to Old Breeze, which was much more open, especially
Right.
in the upper part of mid. I kind of like the more condensed aspects of it, but also I feel like it's a bit too condensed.
Right. There's definitely a lot more angles to clear with this new breeze, and I feel like a lot of the charm of the old breeze, as much as people wanted to dislike it, um, you know, that was kind of like its whole charm about, being open, kind of being like the dueling map, like the aiming map. If you were good with the Vandal, you were gonna be okay essentially. But um, on the other side of the coin, though, a lot of people, disliked it for that very reason. Just seeing that, no matter how well you play the map, you could just get aim diffed and lose just like that. So I think this was honestly a pretty good change, pretty necessary change. But yeah, definitely interesting. Interesting is the perfect word to describe this map now.
Yeah, I think they push it a little bit too far on the other side of the spectrum. And now instead of it being a good mix of like both dueling and agent abilities, now it's really more tailored to catching your opponent off guard and getting as much info as possible.
Exactly. I was gonna say the exact same thing. Info just seems like the most crucial thing now, because, with the biggest change that I'm noticing is that there's no halls anymore. It's just cut off, and there's no elevator shoot. There's no like Among Us vent, and there's just so many angles to clear now. Like in mid, you have the area behind the pillar that we're looking on TKM's screen. You have this angle that you can tuck now mid doors. I don't think B side got touched too much. It seems pretty,
I think
unchanged.
I think B is pretty relatively unchanged. They really did rework entry onto A though.
That is true.
Yeah, that A connector from mid is just rough to work through if you don't have any utility, and that A entry on T side into
Mhm.
mid, while interesting, I haven't really been able to see it really be pulled off yet.
Right. I agree. I feel like this mid door choke is just so hard to contest as the attackers now. And so like if you're gonna commit to A, like an A split, going through mid doors, you really have to commit because the defenders just have so many angles and like walls that they can kind of work around. And are these can you shoot through these doors still, or
I think you shoot through the right one, but I'm not sure about that left.
man, it seems like this map just got a lot more CT sided now that I'm really looking at the map.
Yeah, honestly, as we can see here on the screen, if they shallowed out that left side, I think it'd be much better and much more balanced on that A connector side. Because that's just such a deep angle. Someone can easily tuck in there and be undetected, or get a huge like surprise attack on the attacking team.
Right.
There's so much play potential here for a single person against an entire team, and it's honestly, you really have to go about this specific section of Breeze extremely carefully, and well, it's interesting to see.
One thing I'm really looking at now that I'm just observing the map a lot more is it looks like the retake on A actually seems pretty hard for defenders. Once the attackers actually get on the site and get the bomb down, the attackers now have so many different positions that they can play from. And what I'm noticing is especially that backside of A, like that space is so open now, and there's just like a little box and a little indentation into the map that just creates so much space for them to work with. Especially with, them probably running Viper, or I don't know if you're running like a default wall as an attacker, but I just feel like having all that space back there is just huge for being able to play on site while also playing in A main.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and exactly like you said, once a bomb is planted, defenders just have so many avenues to come back and retake, while attackers have not a lot of options to actually take A in the first place. So it definitely makes a bit of a conundrum there.
Alright, let's see if Inferno is going to be okay. He's currently not moving, but the team is moving towards B. Oh, we got an R.
I think we're good to go again.
Um,
Yeah, looks
Alright.
like we're back.
Looks like JV is just gonna take it to be just a simple A or B pop.
Yeah, Pratt with their Neon and Jet have pretty much taken full control of mid yet again. However, it looking like JV is actually predicting that B coverage.
Frozen just there to catch Saturdays off the smoke.
Frozen with the 2.
Is TKM aware of Ghost?
TKM is aware, however...
He is aware. Wow.
Taking a couple hits, however...
One enemy remaining.
What a shot by
Yeah,
Toka.
KSU JV is just not able to get in and gets isolated.
Just seems like Pratt is just not letting them in anywhere. They're just locking them down everywhere they go.
Yeah, JV has to come up with a different a different solution, a different strategy, or else this is just going to be a repeat for the entire game. Those two duelists are oppressive in mid, and those controllers are holding down those two sites like nothing else. So
yeah, it seems like not having a Sentinel is even a problem.
yeah, it looks like they're doing an A/B split here on JV. Maybe trying to get a couple picks on mid from B side. Maybe try to lure them over the B so Bomb could get down on A.
Right here.
Yeah, it looks like a little B fake with a drone. Making noise on B. Let's see if it's gonna pull when he rotates.
My ult is ready.
It seems like Pratt is not biting. They have Jet mid. They have Sova just playing info, and it looks like we're gonna commit to A here.
Ooh, we got this Jet holding down mid.
Spike
He
down.
seems aware
And
he's
gets
aware.
the pick.
Area.
Unfortunate.
One enemy
Oh
remaining.
my! What a shot by TKM. Area able to hold on the site alone as well. Oh my
The
goodness.
Viper, no. The Viper does not know, and the Ghost is able to take down one.
W lurk. But it looks like they're hunting and they're hungry.
Yeah, Ghost here is going to have to get an ace to pull off and win here. It's looking very unlikely, but it's been done before. It can happen again.
Oh,
Ghost with the 2.
that definitely helps.
30 seconds left.
Let's
30
see, they're
seconds
crowding
left.
around mid. Let's see if he can pull this off. Oh, it gets stunned and not looking likely. Frozen finishing off Ghost and ending the round.
Good
5-0
effort, though.
for Pratt.
Great effort by
Yeah.
Ghost.
Fantastic effort. Honestly, trying to take away as much econ as possible from Pratt is in their best in their best abilities right now.
You know, Pratt, I'm already noticing, is a pretty strong team, but once you have a Jet online with the op as well, it's kind of hard to really want to go anywhere, honestly, without having a little bit of fear that the op is just gonna be staring you down. So let's see how KSU play this round. It seems like they really like to opt for mid.
Ooh, TKM with the
is there.
1 in mid. TKM with the 3!
goodness.
Getting a collateral with the... Oh!
One enemy
Not
remaining.
like this. It's the
KSU
first game of the
just
day.
getting-
Have mercy. Oh my.
Yeah,
This is.
Pratt,
Oh man.
yeah, Pratt is just able to just dominate in mid there. That, like we've been saying, that Jet and Neon just being able to hold down mid like nothing else, and with mid being one of the most crucial parts of the map, JV just can't do much about it, especially with that op.
I'm starting to notice like
Careful.
it could be just the fact that they're lacking in some sort of firepower towards the attack side, because you know having only one initiator is pretty tough, especially if it's just a solo.
Let's play.
Oh, Inferno starts
Inferno
the
able
stun.
to counter almost.
But we get the
Percival getting the trade
Percival
though.
with the trade. And the op gets taken down. Could this be an A angle? Let's look at mid here. If they want to go, they got to go now. Beautiful smoke. Oh, we're slowing it down.
Ooh, Ayla almost gained the kill, but Area gained the kill on Ayla.
Putting him
Looking
down
like
to
we're just
1 HP
kind of.
though.
It looks like JV is just kind of sitting mid here, but that Silva is one shot. They are close to dying. However, Pratt is starting to move over towards A now. If JV wants to do anything, it has to be now.
Looks like they want to just see if Pratt will overextend a little bit, but we're slowly inching out of mid doors here.
JV taking it easy.
Great
Saturday's getting the kill on their on Pratt's Astra.
Can they find the Sova? He's just lurking in the
Sova
site.
getting one.
Gets another kill. Are you kidding me?
KSU pulling out the Viper ult.
Pratt going for a blind ult.
Yeah, KSU JV wants this win. Once they get this,
Last
they're in a
player
good
standing.
position. However, Saturday is
30
getting taken out by Tokas.
And
And Tokas
Tokas.
taking out Percival.
Pathetic. My ultimate
I
is ready.
cannot believe that Area was able to stay alive for that long.
Honestly.
Beautiful positioning by Area.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, Pratt now up 7-0. KSU JV has to make the change now.
I feel like at this point you might want to call a timeout next round, perhaps, because you know we're on a save round this round, so we're not going to be super worried about what we're going to be doing in this round. But yeah, like you said, KSU need to find a solution fast.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised if they just kind of rush in here, try to do what they can. Pratt with the Viper ult on B, negating KSU JV's advance. KSU JV just sitting on the outside, seeing what they can do.
Look at Pratt though. Look at the flank. They're already just suffocating KSU again. Seems like they have nowhere to go.
Yeah, Pratt's already starting to pinch in on them.
Gotta go.
We got Pratt's Neon, Frozen, pushing in, getting one. Inferno getting the trade. But Pratt's still closing in.
Right there.
Area of getting one on Ayla. Saturdays almost trying to get LTK, but Area of getting a kill on Saturdays.
The judge.
TTK with the judge, pushing in.
Stinging with no bullets. The judge with bullets.
Oh,
Oh
and
my.
TKM with the Bucky coming in
How-
and finishing off
how-
KSU JV.
Many shotguns were on Pratt that round. Are you kidding me? They're just playing with their food now. This Pratt team is looking like something to be looking out for today.
Absolutely. Yeah, they are being oppressive against KSU JV here.
Up I go.
I don't know about you, Groove, but I am very excited about today. I think every map is going to be very
Covering
electric going forward. And
That'll-
Absolutely.
these teams look like they're out for blood.
Yeah,
Looks like
we got a lot to look out for today.
KCJV opting to try to go to B again, and Frozen is already there. Only gets one and gets traded right back. Will KSU just charge in? I think they just got to be more confident, more aggressive. They can't just keep playing like this.
Yeah, they're respecting Pratt's detail just a little too much. They have to disrespect it, or else, well, they're going to get disrespected.
Look at the flank again. Area of
Yeah, Area back at it
Gets
with
one.
one. Percival getting the trade. Inferno getting a pick on TKM.
This is looking like an A angle here. Just knives out, boys.
Yeah, JV making a quick rotate, but Pratt's LTK in here with the lurk.
Gets one.
Oh, gets one.
Instant trade.
Ayla
Strike
instantly
down
with that
mid.
trade. Yeah, it's a 2v1 for JV against Pratt. This is looking pretty good for JV. They should be able to pull off a round win here.
We have the Sovo. Do we have the Asher user? We have stars. This is looking favorable. Oh, but
Yeah.
Inferno stuck on site now.
Yeah, JV with
Last
info
player
on where
standing.
they are. Toka's picking off Inferno. It's a 1v1. Toka's versus Ayla.
1v1. Controller versus controller. Ayla, are you ready for this?
Ayla
And he gets
ready.
the clutch.
JV getting their first round win. This is going to be a game changer for them.
No skunk. We're on the board. We are so back. One is all we needed.
We are there. The comeback starts now.
And now we purposely lose this next round and then win the next two for the 9-3 curse.
Yeah.
Cinema.
Yeah, KSU JV is very much a momentum based team. So getting this round win actually might change the entire flow of the match from here on.
Alright, looks like we're going towards B again. It doesn't seem to be going too bad for them.
Nope, not at all.
See if they can punish. Ghost, with
Ghost
the
getting
pick.
a pick. Ooh, that's huge, especially on the A connector.
The attack op.
Yeah, Frozen watching mid here. Same thing with LTK from Pratt.
Saturday's
Saturday's
really
getting
good
the pick, but they still got the worry about Frozen here.
Frozen looking like he wants to get into the action, gets one.
Yeah, that's gonna be a rough pick. That's one of KSU JV's controllers. However, KSU JV is still up 4-3. What is JV going to do?
If I'm Pratt here, I'm thinking we gotta make a play to even the numbers. But if KSU are just gonna go into us, then we'll take it.
Yeah, KSU's
Frozen with
coming
another
in.
pick.
Frozen with the pick on
Down,
Percival.
B.
Toka's taking out Saturdays. It is a 3v2. KSU JV is now down
I'm
1.
outta here.
Good pick by Inferno. Making it a 2v2. 33 seconds left. You know,
Yep. There's only one more person on site.
need that
Last
bomb.
player
I have the
standing.
spike.
Yep, Frozen taking out Ghost. It's a 2v1. And Frozen getting that 4K at the end of the round.
That neon slide, man. It's just, how can you react to that?
It's
You
so
can't.
quick.
Good run by Pratt. Being down 2 members right off the bat, but still able to claw their way back into the round. Beautifully played. Frozen and Toka's just holding on that B site. We're pulling out the Odin. Oh my.
The good old Silva Odin combo.
The Silva Odin combo.
We'll definitely have to see how this goes, especially since
They're going
JV's
in.
going into this Odin.
Don't know you quite yet. They are certainly aware now about the Odin.
No hits, but Pratt just got a ton of info.
Inferno
Yeah,
dodges
Pratt,
the onslaught.
yeah, Pratt knows KSU JV is here, and they are closing in.
Look at this
Frozen,
fast break by Frozen.
coming in.
Neon all out.
Ooh,
what a
Elenimo cutting off Frozen before they get a kill. Looks like JV is kind of backing out here, but
Looks like
Pratt has Tokas coming in,
Saturday's
watching the
will start.
rotates. Tokas getting a kill on Inferno, but Percival getting the trade with the Ghost. DKM trying to watch here, but they're smoked off. Looks like Pratt's moving over to B, but
Ooh.
JV's not going B. They're going A.
What a read by JV.
Absolutely, but JV's got to. They got to do something.
They gotta speed up.
Pratt already caught on that
want to
JV
find it?
fake. They need to move now.
Good Ash wall here.
Oh
man, but he's too quick.
TKM taking out Saturdays.
One enemy
The-
remaining.
And Percival and Arya taking out Ayla with the Odin.
You know, I'm starting to see a pattern here. You know,
Last round
JV are
before
getting
the
the good
switch.
reads, but they're just not committing to the plays.
No, they're just playing way too cautiously, way too slowly. They need to speed up. They need to push faster, or else, like, if they just push onto site, I mean, their Pratt Sova areas was already mostly off of site. JV could have taken it and maybe could have taken out their Sova, but because they played too slowly, Pratt's Jet TKM was able to move back in.
Confidence is huge. Oh, we're getting a
Ooh.
pick.
Yeah,
Onto B.
Ayla already taking out Frozen over on B side,
Oh,
but TKM taking out Saturdays. Jet v Jet
Is he aware of the second
maybe
player?
getting
here?
a second, but
Beautiful
Percival
trade.
taking out TKM and taking out the op.
Let's see what's going on towards B here. Looks like KSU are really opting for this B side a lot during this attack half. See if we can finally get on the site and get that bomb
Right
down.
here.
Yeah,
Inferno
it's
seems
a,
to be aware,
Feeling
but he doesn't start out.
oh, getting caught off guard. LTK
Unfortunate.
taking out Inferno.
Fulfillment.
Is this the commit that we've been looking for? Ghost, the hero.
Oh, Toka's taking
taking
out
out-
Ghost and Percival.
Spike
Getting
down.
2K there. KSU JV has gone from a 4v3 to a 1v3. Let's see what Ayla can do. Ayla only has to worry about 2 people here on B. Let's see if she can do it.
30 seconds left.
Ayla getting good damage on LTK. But Area coming in with the flank yet again.
Ultimately, it always ends with the flank. Yeah, we're
Switching
really
sides.
noticing how strong that Viper is on the B site, you know. It's always been the meta on this Breeze map. Even before the changes, Viper has just been able to function as both a controller and a sentinel. And we're seeing it a lot here in this match, just how strong the Viper is, just able to solo hold down a site with just her Molly and her orb. So,
Yeah. And with that that double duelist set up by Pratt, I think they're also going to be pretty set up for attacking side. And with only 2 rounds to win the match,
I'm out of here.
they're going to be pretty set if they win this first round. So GV needs to be able to shut down Pratt before they can get any farther.
this pistol round is huge, and JV need it.
Yeah, KSU JV kind of taking a backside. Pratt pushing up hard, pushing up through connector into A. Let's see what Ayla can do.
LTK with the opening pick on a Saturdays to late main.
Yeah, Ayla not be able to get anything. Pratt's already on site, already flooding in. TKM getting a pick on Ayla. It's down to a 5v2 against JV.
This is so tough if you're JV.
Spike planted.
Yep, JV getting the pick on TKM. We got one more to worry about. But Frozen, it'll take out both Ghost and Percival, leading to match point Pratt.
Match point.
Pratt wanted to go mid, and they committed. That was, I think, just the answer to that round towards JV, is just being confident and just getting in there and holding W and not letting go.
Yeah, honestly, the secret to a lot of things is really just the whole W. Get in. Just get into sight. Make those contacts. Don't be scared of them. And that's exactly what we saw from Pratt. You can see KSU JV was a bit scared, especially whenever Pratt started flooding in. But
Are they gonna do it
Pratt
again?
taking mid again. They're just holding
Frozen
W.
just getting in there.
Nothing. Frozen getting a pick on Inferno.
The neon movement.
And DK taking out Saturdays. Pratt's already on. Ayla being able to take off Frozen, but Toka's coming in, killing off Ayla. It is a 4v1. Percival taking out LTK in mid.
This
It's
is
now
a
a
tough
3v1.
Spike planted.
Get Percival.
Percival's got to move quick. He not only has to take out Pratt, but also defuse the bomb.
No, they're
No.
trying to knife him. No.
Toka's trying to go for the knife up, but Percival shuts it down. And TKM with a
Attackers
headshot,
win.
finishing off the match. 13-1 Pratt.
Unfortunate for KSU JV. You know, first game of the day, going against a rather strong opponent, but you know, I really respect JV's efforts that match. You know, they had a lot of good ideas, but they just wouldn't commit.
Yeah, they really need to learn to go a little bit faster and really commit. Not be afraid of the enemy team, but to also just push in. Like I said, they had plenty of good ideas. We saw that one round where they faked the rotate to B, and Pratt fully bit onto that, and knowing that they were able to move up towards A, but they were just too slow and just did not commit. And by that time, Pratt caught on and was able to shut them down.
Exactly. You know, I think, you know, the biggest issue when going against opponents that you have a feeling are better than you is you tend to overthink. You know, like you have the right reads, but you're just scared, and you think they're just able to be everywhere, and so it makes you very hesitant on, you know, just going in. And so I feel like, you know, a good little rule of thumb is just, you know, sometimes it's just good to not think and just go in. You know, keep it simple. Like, just say to call A and go A, and if they're there, they're there, and if they're not, then they're not. You know, so yeah, that was a good first match, and we're gonna go into a little intermission here while we set up the next match. So
Absolutely. See y'all soon.